Two other guys to keep an eye on. Kristaps Porzingis was an All-Star in 2018. Ingram an All-Star last year for the first time. Cassidy Hubbard has more.
At center in his 5th season from Latvia, number 6, Kristaps Porzingis. And at guard, in his third.
Meanwhile, for Dallas, Doncic and Richardson in the backcourt. Finney-Smith, Kleber, and Kristaps Porzingis on the front line for Dallas. They're enduring 3- and 6-game losing streaks. Adams and Porzingis to jump. Doncic on the heels of his 7th triple-double this season. A couple of nights ago in that win against Trae Young and the Atlanta Hawks. Porzingis from deep.
To a T. Steven Adams could care less if he ever puts a point on the board. He is willing to do all the little things that help you win.
Here's Porzingis from the edge, and he drills the 3. Kristaps Porzingis sent out the first 9 games of this. Ball up on Williamson. He goes under the screen. And now Luka going to try and walk him down into the box. Missing on that step back. Porzingis hustling for the loose ball. Gets it up in the air, and another consecutive field goal for him with 5 points. Porzingis pulls. Got it.
He looks like he's fine.
Into foul trouble and only ended up playing 19 minutes, even though he did score 15 points. Richardson back to Porzingis. A little heat check. Got it.
Well, so you know he wants to pop, right? That's 3 early. You know, he's talked a lot about trying to catch his rhythm. Well, walk up 3. That was underestimating how far that shot was. He was a couple of feet behind the arc, and you see the.
If you're going to have to get out there, Kristaps Porzingis with double-doubles in the 2 previous games and in 4 of his last.
Been exceptional at playing off guys, whether it's Russell Westbrook, in that instance, Brandon Ingram.
Porzingis is hotter than fish grease. Dallas with 21, Porzingis with 12 of those 21.
Well, he looks like he's settling in. Took him some time after the offseason knee surgery, but flat shooting it from 3.
Republican Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick, who said he intends to introduce a bill in the Texas Senate to ensure the national anthem is played at all events that receive public funding. He's received a lot of wall for that. And Jalen Brunson saying he's someone who has your back no matter what the situation is. It's something that's going to stick with me forever. Mark, DB.
It all looks so fluid and easy to Brandon Ingram. And talking about a guy who puts in a ton of time, his efficiency way up.
Last year, the most improved player in the league, Porzingis, man, has he been aggressive. A foul against Willy Hernangomez. I believe the 2 of those actually were teammates back in Spain before Porzingis came to the NBA. Is Porzingis a legit number 2 option on a championship contending team? One of the questions out there.
Is it the Porzingis that was in the bubble, lighting the world on fire in Orlando? Yeah. I mean, listen, the one thing I'd say is, you know, you love to have a 7-footer who shoots it with the stroke he does. You mentioned it. He could get better strength, better base in the post to dominate at times when he's matched up against somebody smaller. To me, the most important end, if that's the question to be answered, is this end right here. You know, is he going to be a shot-blocking menace? Is he going to be able to? Because what you see teams do to him, Mark, is put him in pick and roll and say, all right, guard us in space. Because this end of the floor is not a problem for that guy. It's the defensive end.
Dallas down by 3 here in the first quarter. Luka around the Porzingis screen, behind the back pass. KP on the leading scorer for the Pelicans. Brandon Ingram, Doris, out there looking like he's going through pregame drills.
Right.
Jeez. Porzingis over Hernangomez. Great 4th quarter in that win a couple of nights ago against Atlanta. Ian Hardaway Jr. really. Doncic up court. Well defended by Hernangomez. Ingram. Adams with another offensive rebound. Had that shot blocked.
This year, I keep seeing these MVP lists, and he's sort of listed in the other category. So you got yeah, just 1 for 6 overall.
Porzingis out to Hardaway Jr. Porzingis with the mid-range.
Fitting in with his teammates, right? He let Kristaps Porzingis get cooking in the first.
Trusting them a little bit more than he did a season ago, and speaking comes Williamson. Takes Porzingis off the bounce and reverses it, and one. Wow, put that on the highlight reel.
You got to get a lower base. Like, you're standing up. That's just easy for Zion to attack you. Get in a stance and stay in the stance. That's not going to cut it if you're Kristaps Porzingis, Mark. His feel for the game, and he's showing you that feel on plays like that right there. Just slipping it.
Richardson behind the Porzingis screen. Kleber with a nice show and go finds Porzingis, and he knocks home the 3 ball.
Both well north of 40% from three-point territory. My guess is defense is on the docket in the locker room.
Williamson with 23 in the first half, a career high for him. Doncic with 7 seconds to go. Well defended by Lonzo Ball, moving his feet. Stayed on his feet. Porzingis at the buzzer. Got it! KP for 3. An appropriate end to the first half.
7 for 11 is Kristaps Porzingis from 3. I mean, that's under duress of the clock. The challenge is going to come from Zion. That's just 7'3" and a sweet shooter, Mark Jones.
The Mavericks have made 14 of their 26 3-pointers. Coming up on the Toyota halftime with Maria and the crew, the latest on AD. That and a lot more. Stick around.
Yeah, Mark, Kristaps Porzingis returned in mid-January after having surgery in October to repair that torn meniscus in his right knee. And he told me today plainly it sucked having to start back-to-back seasons recovering from knee surgery, but says he feels like he's getting there, finding a better rhythm offensively. Part of that is because he's been campaigning to play longer stretches to start the game like we saw him tonight, practically playing the whole first quarter, saying, I'm just more calm when I know I'm not coming out early. For me as a big, not having the ball in my hands, I just feel better playing longer stretches so I can find a rhythm. You mentioned that's how he played in the bubble, and that's the best basketball he's played in Dallas. Hopes to get back to that form. Certainly seeing him in rhythm so far tonight with 6 threes in that first half, marking a career high in a half.
We talked about Porzingis. Looked like he was on a minutes restriction the way he was shooting the ball early in the game. A lot of touches and a lot of attempted field goals, and why not if you're knocking him down like
Kristaps Porzingis work. Cassidy was talking about his rhythm. Steven Adams is saying, all right, you're shooting the 3 so well, I've got to get closer. So now he puts it on the deck. He's got the handle, Mark. It's not a bad night.
Richardson over to Porzingis, thought about the 3, puts it on the deck. Adams stayed on his feet. Good defense. Boy, after 4 pivots, he makes the shot.
Right, no question. It's Dallas is 26th in defensive efficiency. New Orleans 25th.
Porzingis, another 3 on the way. Yes! Wow, he has been connected. Meanwhile, with another jumper, has 24. Good active hands by Ingram to knock it away from Porzingis. Pulls from the logo. Why not?
You know, he's hot, and this was not, I don't think, what Stan was talking to us about, though. Yes, there's a lot to contend with, but I'm not sure he was planning on Kristaps pulling out the logo 3. And again, he's taken this, Mark, because the shot clock was about 4 when he...
Looking for their 4th consecutive win. In the middle of a nice 7-game homestand. This is the 4th game of that homestand. Ingram has gone cold here. And whistling a foul on the ground against the Mavericks. ESPN as well as the ESPN app. Dame and the Blazers against Luka and the Mavs at 7:30 Eastern time. Then LeBron and the Lakers nights ago against Golden State. Sitting at 37 right now and deep in his Gucci bag. Couldn't get the shot off, a whistle and a foul underneath. as Porzingis draws the hit.
Yeah, I think it helps them out in terms of fines potentially. And
Scott, come on, man. Like, he did not like that. That's not a foul. They have every right to be upset. To me, that it took some time for the coaches. Would you say they've come around to it?
For the season, Williamson switches on to Doncic.
New Orleans playing so small, and you play small because they're spreading you out, and look what happens. You're creating space, and Kristaps, no Steven Adams, no Gomez, easy money on the offensive.
And not a lot of bulk. I mean, you take Adams and Williamson out of the equation. They're very light. And up to Brandon Ingram. Crosses up Kleber. Inching closer to that career high. He's got 41. His career high is 42 that he had after the free throws. A little full court pressure. And a little room service for Finney Smith, left wide open. Approaching 2 minutes to go. Josh Hart on the baseline in traffic. Ingram fouled. Trying to finish with the left hand. And that's going to go against Porzingis, who, despite that foul, has been able to stay out of foul trouble tonight, unlike the previous game Wednesday when he sat good for the year against 14 losses. And their 4th win in a row. They've won 5 of 6. Porzingis' teammate helping out with 36. Zion Williamson, meanwhile, with a pretty strong game as well. He had a 36-point night. And Brandon Ingram got off to a quick start. He had 30 for the Pelicans, who fall to 11 and 14. Dallas looking very much like the offense, which was a historically efficient offense last